Imagine waking up to a sky forever changed, not by war, not by disaster on Earth, but by the star that sustains us. What if, in a single night, the sun doubled in size? This is not science fiction for the sake of spectacle. This is a question of survival, of physics, of time itself. The sun is a main sequence star, stable, predictable. For now, its mass determines everything: the orbit of planets, the flow of light, the balance of life, size, its radius, its volume, shapes how that mass behaves. So what if, overnight, the sun's diameter expanded to twice its current size? Let's be clear, we are not talking about doubling the sun's mass. If that were true, gravity would tear the solar system apart. No, this is a change in size, not weight. The same mass, the same sun, but larger, swollen, unstable. What would that mean for Earth? In real astrophysics, stars expand as they age. Billions of years from now, the sun will swell into a red giant. Its outer layers will cool, spreading across space, consuming Mercury, Venus, and perhaps Earth. But in our scenario, the process does not take billions of years. It happens in one night. No warning, no preparation. When a star expands while keeping the same mass, its density drops. The pressure in its core changes, fusion rates shift. The sun's balance, its fragile equilibrium of gravity pulling inward, energy pushing outward, becomes unstable. The star we once knew would no longer burn the same. Its surface would cool, glowing more orange than yellow. Its luminosity would change, and the solar system would be thrown into chaos. In reality, the sun's radius is about 696,000 kilometers. Doubling it means a sphere more than 13 million kilometers wide. To put that in perspective, if placed at the center of our solar system, this swollen sun would almost touch the orbit of Mercury. The sun's density, currently about 14 times that of water, would drop drastically. Its surface temperature, instead of around 5,800 degrees Celsius, would fall to something closer to 4,000. It would resemble a young red giant. Here is the paradox. Even though the surface is cooler, the sheer size means its total energy output, the light, the radiation, would surge. Earth would be bathed in far more energy than before. And so, the sequence begins. Day 1. As dawn breaks, humanity notices something impossible. The sun rises larger, not slightly, but terrifyingly so. Twice its diameter, 4 times its surface area. The sky blazes with a brilliance never seen. The warmth is immediate. By midday, temperatures spike not by degrees, by tens of degrees. The atmosphere trembles under the sudden flood of energy. Day 2, ice begins to vanish. Glaciers melt at rates no model ever predicted. Coastal cities report record-breaking floods. The Arctic and Antarctic lose centuries of frozen time in hours. Week 1. Earth's ecosystems unravel. Crops fail under relentless heat. Rivers evaporate. Forests catch fire, spreading smoke across continents. Human infrastructure, built for stability, not apocalypse, begins to fail. Month 1. Oceans rise. The delicate web of climate collapses. Animal migrations stop, famines spread, billions are displaced, and yet the worst is still to come. Because as the sun swells, it destabilizes, its magnetic fields warp, solar flares erupt with new ferocity, radiation storms sweep across space, frying satellites, crippling power grids, bathing the upper atmosphere in deadly energy. The Earth is no longer just warming. It is under assault. There is another dimension to consider: gravity. If the sun doubles in size, but not in mass, Earth's orbit technically remains the same. The expansion of the sun's outer layers alters the solar wind, the electromagnetic environment, the balance of radiation pressure. Minute forces accumulate. Planets drift. Stability weakens over years, perhaps decades. Earth's orbit may shift outward slightly, seeking balance. But the process is violent, chaotic, and for life on Earth, It may already be too late. This imagined catastrophe has roots in truth. Every star eventually grows old. When our sun exhausts its hydrogen fuel, it will expand. Mercury and Venus will be consumed. The Earth may be scorched bare, but that fate lies 5 billion years away. In our thought experiment, the clock is stolen from us. The future arrives in an instant. Humanity has seen natural catastrophes before: asteroids, supervolcanoes, ice ages, but never an enemy like this. An enemy that is also our source of life. If the sun doubled in size overnight, survival would not be measured in centuries, but in months. Civilization would fracture under the strain of migration, resource wars, collapsing agriculture. Even underground shelters, even advanced technology would only delay the inevitable. Because the truth is simple: we exist within the narrow grace of a star's balance. Too small, and Earth freezes. Too large, and Earth burns. We survive only because the sun is, for now, stable. This scenario is not about panic. It is about perspective. A reminder of how fragile our world truly is, how thin the margins of habitability. So, what if the sun doubled in size overnight? The answer is stark. Civilization would collapse. Life as we know it would end. Not through war, not through choice, but through the raw, indifferent hand of physics. Pause. Slow fade to the image of the sun, immense and blazing. There is a deeper question here, not just about our sun, but about the universe itself. Stars live, stars die, and in their wake, worlds are made and unmade. Real question is this: if our own survival is bound so tightly to the fate of a single star, what happens when humanity one day seeks the stars themselves? But if we awaken under the light of a sun not our own? Music swells, screen fades to black. Narrator final words. Story of survival is always written in the fire of the stars. Will we learn to read it in time?